Good morning everyone. In today's lecture we are going to study about national programs related to the mother and child care. So basically why we are going to emphasize on the mother and child care, because if we want to develop our country, the proper care, proper nutrition should be given to the mother as well as child, so that the next generation will be properly healthy and effective generation will be developed. And the mother is the one who is responsible for the developing that particular child. So the health of both mother as well as child is very important when we are going to consider the health of nation. In this program we are going to study maternal and child health program. This main objective of this program is the infant and child mortality was the very main cause or prominent in our country before before some years. But after that, when we promote different types of program which are necessary for the health of, or which are related with the health of mother as well as child, so these programs will increase the healthy mother as well as child and decrease the mortality or morbidity rate. So this was the main objective of this program. Second thing is that reproductive health, we want to promote the reproductive health of that mother. Then to promote physical psychological development of children as well as adolescents in this family. So all these are objectives which we are behind starting this program. Then what are services given under this program? The multiple healthcare workers. The services are delivered by multiple healthcare workers, such as occurrence of pregnancy. If a woman is pregnant, then we can determine from when the pregnancy was confirmed. After that, the continuous recording or follow up of that mother has been taken after every month, and the proper whether mother is getting proper nutrition or not, all types of supplements, all types of requirements are available to that mother or not, all these things have been studied in this case. Then next, identify women with anemia. If there is a deficiency of iron in the mother, then it will lead to the improper development of the infant. So during the pregnancy, women should take a proper iron supplements, so that it will avoid the anemia, or proper calcium supplements are also required for the pregnant woman. They administered 2 doses of tetanus toxoids, so that it will be helpful for that mother and proper growth of that children. As well as it should be provided with the iron folic acid tablet for the pregnant woman. Screening of women identified as a pregnant for any type of risk factors. If the age less than 17 years or over than 35 years, then the pregnancy of that woman is a somewhat critical case, or it is a risky factor. Then the height of woman is less than 145 centimeter, then it is also a risk factor for the proper normal delivery of that particular woman. Also the age factor is very important. The age of woman, pregnant woman, should not be less than 40, because it will be considered as underweight, and age of woman should not be increased than 70 years. 70 kilos. So if the weight of that woman is between 40 to 70 kgs, then the proper normal delivery can be occur. If it is not between that criteria, then it will lead to the risk factor. The next is the history of bleeding in previous pregnancy, as well as history of stillbirth, means death children, as well as the history of cesarean sections. So all these things will cause the risk factor during the delivery of that pregnant woman. So we have to consider all those factors before the delivery of pregnant woman. The next is the care of children. how that mother should take care of that particular children. When a delivery of a woman has been occurred, then woman has to take care herself as well as her growing children. So it will avoid the malnutrition, because in starting 6 to 7 months the child is completely dependent on the whatever nutrition taken by that mother. So if mother will take a proper nutrition, then children will be properly healthy or healthy. If mother is malnourished, then children will also it will affect the development of that child also. So proper immunization of mother as well as children is necessary. Treatment of common ailments is required. Then refer cases to the higher centers. Which type of cases are occur in that particular centers, we have to analyze that conditions, and proper implementation of this national health policies. All these factors are very important when we consider about the mother and child health care programs. The next, integrated child development services scheme. The scheme was started in the year 1975. What is the target of this scheme? The first thing is that proper development of child should be there to improve the nutritional health status of the children between the age 0 to 6 years. 6 वर्षापर्यंतचे जे मुलं आहेत त्यांचं प्रॉपर डेव्हलपमेंट झालं पाहिजे, म्हणून आपण हे प्रोग्राम स्टार्ट केला. सेकंड थिंग, ड्युरिंग दॅट पिरियड इफ चिल्ड्रन विल गेट प्रॉपर न्यूट्रिशन अँड नरिशमेंट, then the mortality rate, morbidity rate, malnutrition and school dropout children, percentage of school dropout children will be decreased. So all this are objective behind this program, to lay the foundation for proper psychological and social development of the children. So we have started the integrated child development service scheme in the year 1975. Second thing is that proper coordination between the policy implementations along with the child development section. So if there is a proper coordination, proper nutrition will get to that particular child, and it will enhance the capability of mother to look after normal health and nutritional needs of that particular child. If mother is not taking proper education, or he is unknown of all those policies due to different factors which we can consider as environmental factors, economical factors, though she wants to take care of her child, but she is unable to take care. If she get a support of some schemes or proper implementation of this policy, she is aware of all this knowledge, then she can take a help of all these policies to proper growth of her child. So these are main objectives for this program. Then what are benefits, or which is beneficiary group for this scheme? The children below the age of 3 years, the health checkup, free immunization, referral services, supplementary nutrition will be provided to the children below 3 years of age group. And the children having age group 3 to 6 years, they will get a formal preschool education such as nursery, Anganwadi. So this non-formal preschool school education will be provided to that children. Health checkup, immunization, referral services and supplementary nutrition. All these things are provided under this scheme. Then expectant and nursing woman. The health checkup, immunization against tetanus of the expectant, nutrition, expected or pregnant woman, then nutrition and health education, supplementary nutrition, all these facilities are provided. And the woman having age 15 to 45 years, the nutritional and health education should be provided to that woman, so she will take care of her children. So all these are main facilities or services required for this implementation of program. Then child surveillance and safe motherhood program, this was also started in the year 1992. The main aim is to reduce the infant mortality rate, and second aim is to provide the antenatal care to all the pregnant women. Then safe delivery services. Before implementation of this program, every woman is not getting a help of physician or nurses for her safe delivery. So this safe delivery services are going to provide under this program. Then it will provide the basic care to all neonates, identify the referrals and neonates who are at risk. If any child is suffering from malnourishment, he requires special supplements or nutritional supplements for the proper growth. So all these facilities will be provided at such for such risk groups. So these programs of child surveillance and child safe motherhood program was launched in the year 1992. The next program is to reproductive and child health. Under this program, the it will comes under the family welfare program. In that program, the proper reproductive system or proper nutrition should be provided to that woman. So this is the main objective behind launching this program, and it was launched in the year 1997. The program was integrated for all interventions of the fertility regulation, then maternal and child health with reproductive health as of both male as well as female. This program also include different types of services which are provided client oriented or on the demand of that particular age group, as well as high quality needs are provided to the community to decentralize this planning family planning program, and it should be available free of cost to all types of villages or all types of surroundings. So the proper education or awareness should be created which will increase the reproductive health of that particular woman. It is considered that if a woman has delivered a healthy baby, then after 3 to 4 years she will requires to regain that nutrition or health loss which she has occurred during the first delivery. So when this program was started, reproductive health of that particular woman or man, under this program, family planning is the most important factor. When the person when a couple goes for the family planning, it will help for the proper healthy children. The next thing is that it will avoid the malnutrition in the children or different types of risk factors which will related with the improper reproductive health. All these factors we can avoid by using this program. The program upgradation of these levels was done. The first referral unit was set up in the sub district level, and it will provide the comprehensive emergency of obstetrics and newborn health. Then facilities of obstetric as well as MTP, IUCDs, insertions, all these facilities are given at the primary health care centers. So it will provide it to each and every village or each and every locality of the people. Then specialist facilities for the STD, RTI are also available at the district level hospitals. So it will decrease the number of fair number of sub district level hospitals. So it will be helpful and everyone will get all those facilities of the healthcare system. Then what are components of the mother as well as child healthcare program? First thing is a safe motherhood, then family welfare and proper planning of the pregnancy, then prevention of the STDs, sexually transmitted diseases, adolescence pregnancy should be avoided, child survival rate should be increased. All these are the main components while starting this program. Then which are different services provided for the newborn or children's? The essential newborn care, exclusive breastfeeding, immunization, appropriate management of ARI, vitamin A prophylaxis, which will avoid the night blindness, or eye care should be proper, healthy eye should be there in the children. Treatment of anemia, all these are services which are provided under this program. Okay, remaining part we will see in the next lecture.